Hey, good evening. How are you up for a little Friday night shoot? I know I am, so I thought I'd take you along for a little stress reliever. You know, I've been working on a project. It's just been totally stressing me out, and I thought I'd fling a few arrows before the sun goes down. Got the recurve, got the bag down there with the Nerf ball out. I thought I'd try that, and I got like tons of different kinds of arrows here, and I thought I would fling them and just kind of see the difference. You know what arrow I haven't shot in quite a long time is this a gold tip. It's spined at 400, traditional gold tip. I think it's got about 200 grains on the tip down up there. Nice FOC. So it's been a long time since I've shot this arrow. I thought, let's give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. Oh, and by the way, Joe McLean here from CatholicAct.com, where I live my life for God, and I'm passionate about traditional archery. And thanks for hanging out on a Friday night. Let's see what happens. Too bad. Let's try the wooden. This is the Three Rivers Harvester arrow, cedar wood. You've seen a couple of videos already. I just posted one yesterday. Very nice arrow. But I missed. These are the cedar woods that LB Hunter, who mailed these to me along with the longbow. If you've not seen that video, go to my channel. I'll put a link underneath this video once it's no longer live. But I'll put a link to that video there eventually, but otherwise just go to the channel and check it out. That longbow is beautiful. These cedarwood arrows that he made himself are fantastic. I love how you can still smell the finish, you know? Got the clear coat on that, cresting, and they're just gorgeous. I found out yesterday, let's see, what else can we shoot here? How about a Beeman? I got a Beeman here. Nice long Beeman. We're gonna shoot the Beeman. I found out yesterday when looking at the video that I posted that I was collapsing my draw at anchor. That's always a bad thing. I've just sort of lost consistency. Do you ever go through that? Do you ever have that problem? Do you ever sort of ebb and flow where you sort of work out the kinks of your draw and your cycle, and then all of a sudden you see a piece of video or something, all of a sudden you're like, what happened? I used to shoot better than this, and all of a sudden I lost my mojo? That's kind of how I feel right now. It felt nasty, sounded nasty, but it wasn't a bad shot. I mean, I'm not hitting the ball. I'm not even really trying tremendously hard, to be honest with you. But it is nice to shoot arrows no matter how it all comes out. Here is a traditional only arrow from Three Rivers Archery. I've had these now for a long time. Probably about a 125 grain tip on the end there. Let's see how it flies. Boy, this bow is loud. Are you hearing that? You know, I don't even know who's on here. I can't tell. Let me just cover you up there for a second. Sorry for the bad camera work. I'm just sort of doing this on my cell phone in the backyard, and you're hanging out on the fence while I'm shooting. Another harvester arrow. Can you tell if I'm collapsing? Do me a favor, put it in the comments if you think I'm collapsing my anchor, collapsing my draw at anchor. Check it out. These FMJs from Easton. They're fantastic arrows. I mean, they're gorgeous arrows. I just love the way they feel too. Really, really cool arrow. Like missiles. Alright, what else do I got in here? Anything? You know, it's like I've forgotten about these Beemans. I used to shoot them all the time until I broke 2 of them on that bottle with Byron Ferguson. It's like I lost confidence in them, you know? When they just broke like that, I was like, really? What's the deal with that? but I'm missing them a little bit because they shoot pretty good. Now maybe it's just because I paid better attention to my form. I'm not sure. All right, contact on the ball. Another harvester arrow. Whoa, that was a good shot. Nailed it. Like I'm finally warming up. 9 out of 10 times, you really don't want a knock missing, and it's also broken too. I don't know why that's in my quiver. Somebody just commented and I missed it. Forgive me. Oh yeah, doing this one-handed is not the best solution. Let me just see if I can find those comments again. Here we go. Wish I could get outside right now and shoot on a Friday night. Hope to get out tomorrow afternoon. Elton, I hope you do too. That would be fantastic. What else? Gonzalo said, when will it be a live video? When will be the live? It's live right now. Refresh. Thanks for being on with us, Gonzalo. And Elton, I'm not good at the live part very well. I prefer the recorded. I can control a lot better. I'm gonna grab the arrows, come back, fling another group, and we'll see what happens. So if you're hanging out with us right now, where are you from? Put that in the chat box, you know, where you're from and what's the weather like right now where you are. It's Texas. I live outside of Houston, Texas. I mean, it's fairly humid right now, not terrible, but a little bit. Off and on rain thunderstorms this week. That's why it was hard for me to put out a proper video. Michigan in rating, Chad says. Well, Chad, above every gray cloud is a blue sky. Someone told me that. They probably don't shoot traditional archery. Thanks for hanging out, Chad. So this is the gold tip, traditional, 400's fine. I got the full length, like 32 inches. Elton's in Jacksonville, Florida. That's pretty cool. And I miss. Go with the harvester arrow. Oh, do you see me pluck that? Florida, super hot. I can shoot maybe for 10 minutes before I'm drenched in sweat. Yeah, I know the feeling, my friend. It gets like that here too. Give it another week or so and it'll be just like that here. FMJs. Okay, I felt like I was collapsing on that. I saved it and still got a good shot off. Traditional onlys from Three Rivers Archery. I gotta watch my battery. I've only got 27% left. Good shot with the traditional only. Let's go with the Beeman. Full length Beemans. Not terrible. I was aiming towards the bottom of the ball. I don't feel too bad about that shot, even if it was a miss. All right, the Cedar Woods from LB Hunter. Again, just, I love his craftsmanship. Awesome. Way high. I felt that go bad. Harvester. I'm I'm really off. I really got to start working on my form again. I mean, hunting season's coming and I've not gotten into my my routine, as it were. All right, let's see. Let's try another beeman. What do you think? What is your, do you guys hunt? Do you hunt? Leave that in the comments below. If you hunt, I'd love to know what your routine is. Harris says, yeah, I bet I tried well, hold on, I missed it. I am not good at this live thing. I'm covering you up because I'm trying to get to the chat again. Yeah, I bet if I tried to do most of my shooting first thing in the morning or before dark. Oh, that's cool. Gets bloody hot in Australia, that's what I heard. This is really hard to do one-handed. Morgan says gets bloody hot in Australia. Well, Morgan, are you in Australia now? Thanks for being a part of us. Little breeze, that would be nice. Not a bad shot, not terrible. What I was gonna ask before I fumbled the camera around was, if you hunt, I'd like to know that. Leave it in the comment box below, but what is your routine in preparation? See why I edit my videos? In preparation for the hunting season. Like, we have deer season coming up in the fall, so it's about getting out to longer distances. It's about shooting in the dark or early morning or at night or sitting or in between trees. It's all that stuff. But what's your routine? Do you hunt? If not, which I'd like to know. Maybe if you don't hunt and you do like 3D archery or some sort of competition or some specialties type of shooting, what's your routine there? Leave that in the chat. That'd be pretty cool. I just denocked an arrow like a rookie. Not bad, not bad. These are traditional onlys from Three Rivers Archery. Great arrow, great arrow. I hunt in South Texas, 25 to 35 yard practice. South Texas is good hunting. I killed a deer there in George West 2 years ago on a friend's ranch. It was the best hunting of my life. It was so awesome. Oh, FMJs. FMJs. The missiles. Look at those things. Isn't that just awesome? And I miss hard on that one. I mean, like, low right. This is bad. This camera makes me the worst archer ever. I'm gonna try to hunt for the first time with my Osage, according to Harris, says for this year. With Osage, dude, that rocks. I wanna know how that comes out. When you go, like, comment on a video or send me a message. I would like to know. I would love. I tried to get a piece of Osage to make my own bow from, but it didn't work out. Shoot 3D and like to practice shooting between trees and creating extreme shots. I'm actually afraid of 3D archery. You know, 3D shooting? I'm afraid of losing arrows. How do you get over that fear, Elton? I would like to know. I'm gonna get the arrows. You know what? Why don't you come with me? Just make it easier on the two of us. I'm gonna run out of battery soon. I better keep an eye on that, but let's see, can I swap my camera around? I don't think I can swap my camera around, so I'm just gonna turn it around. Like, look at that hot mess. I mean, it's just like all over the place. Everywhere but the ball, that's where it kind of seems. So, I love flinging arrows when I'm stressed out. Really relaxes me. And right now, I've got about 400 things on my plate that I'm trying to manage. Kettlebell, go to as many 3D shoots as you can. Huh? Kettlebell is to take in a lot of competitions, and that will help you to overcome the fear. That makes sense. Bring a full quiver to begin with, I bet, and it just gets better. Morgan says, I hunt pigs and goats all year round. I'm jealous. Hate losing arrows, Elton says. Bastrop traditional shoot. Oh wow, that's gonna be nice. Hopefully the weather will pulled out and we'll get like crazy humid on you. Bass drop's really coming back from that drought from a few years ago. I mean, it looked pretty gnarly through there when that drought hit and the fire broke out and everything burned down. So it's nice to see a bit of a recovery. All right, so I'm gonna shoot one more group and then I gotta get off because my battery's gonna die anyway. And I don't wanna be rude. I'd like to say a proper goodbye. And I got a pretty bad connection too, it seems. So you may be coming and going, and if you are, I apologize for that. Let's shoot just a few more arrows, and then we'll say goodnights. This is the Beeman, which I haven't shot, like I said, in many weeks, and I'm missing them already. Whew, that was right on. Right on. Let's go with the gold tip. Hey Elton, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'm grateful. Have a great weekend. God bless you, brother. Okay, plucked it. Not bad. It was only off by a few inches. Let's go with the Cedar Woods from Longbow, or LB Hunter. Ooh, that was right where it wanted to be. That was a good deal. All right, let's try the traditional onlys from Three Rivers Archery. Oh, it's like I'm honing it in now. Let's try the FMJs. FMJ, they're heavier, so it seems like they're dropping more maybe. Let's find out. Yeah, they're definitely dropping a lot lower, but that's still in there. Harvester arrows from Three Rivers. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. What am I missing? What am I missing? I think that's all of the ones I got here. I do actually have some Heritage Express, but gave them to my son. I don't really shoot them anymore. They're okay. Kind of on the low end. Not bad. Let's go with another Beeman. Ooh, that's right on. I love it. Another Harvester. Ooh, that's right with the other one, and it's to the left. This group is automatically looking a lot better. That one was like, did you see that? Are you kidding me? Caught you. I like plucked it. It was just crazy flyer. Let's go look. What is it about flyers? It's like I can't seem to avoid them to save my life, but all in all, a little better this time. Not quite as insane, but still not awesome either. Still not awesome either. Hey, I'm gonna leave you on that note. I hope you have a fantastic